So you're gonna go in. We're gonna do that same exact thing. Lift up and then let that roll over, just like so. Wow. And I'm just gonna continue doing the same thing. And we're just gonna flip over. Look at that beautiful color, huh? So now I'm just gonna take this and place this right here. And you wanna let it cool down for a second, but I'm not done with this recipe quite yet. So I'm gonna take the first part of the bottle off, the middle part of the bottle off, and then I'm gonna place right on top of a plate and push a little plastic wrap around. And the reason is that I have a cream cheese with jalapenos and then caramelized onions that we need to do for the base of our field goal post. All right, once you finish off, now here's gonna be the trick of how we're gonna do this. Twist it while you're doing it. And this is gonna be now the base for our field goal. So what you'll do, you'll push this right into the center. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm now gonna pipe this in. This is gonna give a structure for our next piece. All right, add a little bit more extra to the top, and the reason being is that now I'm gonna take my next piece, which is gonna be the bar again, and now I'm gonna get it right on top. And then once it's on top, you're gonna press right down into the center. To be able to pipe in there, you have to push in and it'll be halfway. So once you go in halfway, you'll turn around and do the same exact thing on this side. All right, now you're gonna add a little bit more like we did for the base. I'm gonna take both at the same time. Now here's the thing, we'll place right on, and so now you can push down. You see how they're gonna now catch to it? I'm just gonna let that sit. Make sure everything's balanced. Like Thanos said, everything should be. And then we're gonna take this off because it's been in the fridge, and then we're gonna pull this from here. Everything's looking good for the field goal, but we're not quite done yet with this recipe, and I need some scissors. Started aka finished with the pig skin. So what you need to do is now cut for the rest. And so what you'll do is go in point, because everybody wants to have a spiral for their party. And once we cut this over, just like so, I'm going to take this, remove our excess. Now for me, I love barbecue and I love cheddar. So what I'm going to do now is lay over the cheddar on top. So now we have a football of cheddar. I'm going to pull ever so slightly to make sure everything is good. So what I'll do is that I'll put on my second piece just right over, and I've already aligned everything up just like so. And with that extra pieces of the skin, what you'll do, you'll push through just like so. And this is actually going to be our stitching. So you're going to take this, pull just like so, and you're going to lift up on your cheese. You're going to find the hole that is there, and then we're going to do the same exact thing. Pushing through and pulling out. So this is how we're going to connect everything. So pull your first one to here. Now we're going to go back over and just rewrap and do the same thing. All right, so I'm going to pull this, and now this is going to give me an opening where now we're going to push right over. So once it sits right on, now we have an opening, right? Thing looks weird. You're going to take some bullet whiskey, and we're just going to pour it over it because it's going to infuse into the skin, and it's going to also go on the inside where the cheddar is. Now we have our bullet, and we're just going to do a little whoopsie daisy. So now everything is going to be filled in to the inside, and it's an easy win for yourself by finishing up and going through these holes with the rest. All right, so I tied up the last piece. Now I'm going to go right here. Look at that thing. For myself, I like a little barbecue sauce with it. And just use a little pastry brush now to glide it on it. Makes it look all fancy too. Oof, I think it's looking absolutely beautiful. And also you use a little bit of fishing wire just at the end to make sure that nothing pops out. So now this is gonna go into a preheated oven and get ready to cook. All right, coming right in for my final. So you're just gonna take the base and you can literally slide that off. You got the cream cheese that's gonna stick to it. So I want it to show the NFL. And so that's what we're doing it for, a big match. So now to implicate the end zone, what you'll do, use different tortilla chips. So I have flour and then also corn. And so this is gonna be the end zone. We have our goal post. I've added a little bit of sour cream, and I'm gonna do this in a very delicate fashion. I'm gonna add the football right to the top. You just wanna let that crush into the chips. Then we're gonna push down right next to it and give it kind of like a little bit of a, there we go. Oh my God. Look at this. Look how beautiful that is.